Um, I just want to let you all know that we have this room here. You see this room? Look, we got a desk. Uh, we got a desk. Got two desks, right? You guys see Field of Dreams? If you build it, they will come. This room is a room for web people. You can see that the word OP has been crossed out, and we're looking for web people. We're looking to hire two people. Front end, back end, Azure, React. Uh, if you're interested, on site in San Diego as usual. So we're getting to the point where disengagement analysis is starting to matter. Hello, Omai. We're getting to the point where disengagement analysis is starting to matter, meaning the dream of Explorer is finally going to be realized, but we need to improve Explorer. We need to figure out, we need to give users a good way of basically labeling mistakes. Then we're going to add mistakes to our data set. We also have another web tool called Kibana. Kibana lets you look at the CAN buses of cars. Look, we just need these things to be good. With the shutting down of Comma Europe, we lost a web guy. So when we lose one, we're gonna hire two. See, we have one. We have this desk here for a web guy, and we have this desk here for a web guy or girl. You know, we think discrimination is bad. All kinds of discrimination sucks, so we don't do that. We only discriminate based on skill. So, you know, you got to have skill. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I got to say. We're hiring for web guys. See, this is the room for web people. Connect, Azure, web, and other web. I don't know why this says RIP Cabana, but I think it's because we don't have any web people. So yeah, we're trying to hire two web people. We're trying to hire in the operations division. We're always trying to hire a head of supply chain. If you do reach in for head of supply chain and you have a lot of like, whenever people talk about passion or things like that, I'm just like, oh, this ain't it, bro. You know, just someone who wants to be honest and wants to be ruthless with our suppliers. And make sure we could get the best price on things, you know. And also, like, another thing for a head of supply chain, I need someone who knows every component of a cell phone, right? I'm going to ask you what's in a cell phone, and you're going to give me a list. And then you're like, you mentioned something like flash, and I'm going to be like, well, what kind of flash, right? And like, you better know like what, you know, UFS is, right? And then I ask you who makes it, you could be like Samsung and SK Hynix, right? I'm literally going to ask those questions. So, but maybe I'll ask it about other components. So you know, you gotta know these things if you want to be head of supply chain. We're also hiring an office manager. Yeah, if you want to work here as an office manager, sit at our receptionist desk, you know, that kind of stuff. NAND, you're right, it is NAND. That's right, it is NAND. Now, how many LCs is it? Is it SLC, MLC, or TLC? Can you please tell me what that is? Thank you. So yeah, you gotta know these things, right? That's what we got. We're hiring. Yeah. Cabana and Explorer are fun. You thought managers suck. What do you mean? Supply chain, head of supply chain. That's the phrase we're looking for. We're also look if again web. We need a website too. I want like a website. So if you're more on the design side of things, you could totally work in this room as well. Yeah, we're moving to Webflow for the website. But you know, just some basic server knowledge, ability to deploy things, make them work, make them look nice, check for bugs, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're hiring jobs at comma.ai. You'll be given a programming challenge. I don't know if these things work. Sometimes, you know, sometimes we just get lucky, man. It's like dating, you know. You just gotta. Sometimes you get lucky, man. Sometimes you're like, wow, I can't believe I met this person. So I'm hoping that'll be you. Come work here. You can work in room 51. Room 51 can be your room. If you're the first person here, you can have this whole room to yourself. It's a really nice room. It has a great view of the outside. Got a window with some sunlight. Our old office, no windows and sunlight. New office, lots of windows and sunlight. No, nothing remote. We don't do remote work. Like Elon says, you can pretend to work somewhere else. In person, San Diego. Salary ranges from like 80 to 140, depending on how much equity you want. Gotta post the salary ranges now. It's California. I don't know why we took it down. I'm always pro posting the salary range. If you're looking to make, 350K, go work at Fang. If you're looking to write cool open source software, come work here. No, we have programming stream. Oh, we have some very exciting announcements in the body department. They might have to wait for CES though. C++, libtorch, coming from, yeah, I mean, look, it's not really, here's the thing, like, we don't really hire programmers much based on language. I don't really care what language you're good at. Programming's a universal skill. You'll pick up any language pretty quickly. So yeah, we're not gonna, regardless of what language you are good at, apply, and you'll be asked pretty generic questions about computers and how they work. Yeah, Comma's expanding. We are a large corporation now. Yeah. That's it. We're getting harassed by a patent troll. That's happening. It's just like, man, I'm not someone you want to mess with, like, really. But we're gonna do that right. How do you guys feel about Patent Troll Awareness Week? It's probably the first time I've said it, but I think that it'll be a good event. We'll get some hats that say "Never Settle." How many of you would buy a "Never Settle" hat? Like some nice "Never Settle" merch. But yeah, we are hiring 2 web developers, one to sit at this desk and one to sit at this desk, and whoever comes here first can move this TV. Oh, we probably have a TV in here too. We'll probably set up a TV with some metrics. It'll be pretty nice. You got a Zuckerberg. You know what? I can't say that anymore. I can't say you got a Zuckerberg because look at Meta stock. Oh man, I lost some money on that too. Full self-driving timeline soon. Yeah, that's OnePlus's tagline, right? Thanks. No, it's a generic phrase. Never settle. What was I gonna say? Oh, when is full self-driving coming? We're working on it. We need better testing. It's all about testing, and testing starts with being able to annotate a lot of mistakes. So this is what the web team will be building. Data gathering. Yeah, our slogan's make driving chill. I think we gotta stream for 10 minutes in order to hit the YouTube monetization. What's today? AI Day? Yeah, we'll see what Tesla has to say. We're not really hiring for, if you're really, really good, we'll hire you for research, but that's the hardest division to get hired for. If you want to get hired for OpenPilot, contribute things to the OpenPilot repo. And if you want to get hired for the web division, just reach into jobs.comma.ai. We're also hiring an office manager and head of supply chain. For office manager, I mean, that's, you're an office manager. You know what that is. Be organized, be conscientious, all those kind of things. For head of supply chain, know all the components inside of a cell phone. Absolutely, we have paid internships. The thing about the paid internships is it's only, no, if you're good and you want to intern here, it's similar to most tech companies. But the internships are working experiences, not learning experiences. I mean, everything's a learning experience too, but we had one intern and there was a bit of a confusion. You're here to work. You're here to produce value. You'll buy a comma 3 if Tesla mentions comma. I don't think Tesla's going to mention comma. Yeah, comma 3s. Buy comma 3s. If you haven't bought a comma 3 yet, buy a comma 3. Before the price goes up. I don't know if the price is going to go up, but if it does, you'll be like, man, I bought my comma 3 before the price went up. That's how comma 2 people felt. Cool. That's 10 minutes. Thank you for watching the video. Jobs@comma.ai. Come work here. We shouldn't really do visas for interns anymore. We might still. Again, look, if you're good enough, everything can be worked out. I have met Elon. 09 this year. This year, 09 is gonna be this year. Best car for Comet 3. Hyundai Sonata, probably. I mean, the Corolla is very good too. Should we do ads? Should we start advertising for our products? No, not yet. Not yet. We gotta lower the cost. We're working on lowering the cost, and one of the ways to do that is we're hiring a head of supply chain. You have end of the year in your Tesla bingo today. No, 09 by the end of the year, right? Solving self-driving is going to take another 4 years. It takes 10 years. It's going to take 10 years. We've been in business 6. I think in about 4 years, we're going to be like, yeah, you know what, guys, we kind of solve self-driving. So there's a real estimate on when. Just extrapolating some trends. Been reading a lot of papers. Dreamer V2, Iris. The dream of learning a driving simulator. If you read, Comma published a paper in 2016. If you read that paper, that dream is finally becoming possible 5 years later. Like 5 years later, people are actually starting to make architectures that look like that. Autoencoders work, transformers work. In 2016, autoencoders were like, look, we can generate a 5 from MNIST. And now an autoencoder's like, bro, Stable Diffusion. So they're a lot better. We use Azure because they gave us the most free money. Google gave us no free money. AWS gave us some free money, and Azure gave us a lot of free money. So we went with Azure. I like free money. You know that. We don't have any free money anymore. We actually pay them. So, worked for them, right? I think actually it was probably worthwhile. Our total lifetime value as a customer was probably worthwhile. Are we buying 4090s? Yeah, maybe. We buy H100s, whatever they're called, right? Actually, if anyone finds any blower 4090s, I'm very interested. One of the problems is the only 4090s I've seen are these massive 3-slot non-blower ones. So we need 2-slot blower 4090s, or we might have to transition to water cooling. All right, we have 85 people here. We've already kind of gone over time. This was just supposed to be quick to talk about how we have one desk here and one desk here, and we will get chairs as well. We're doing another Comic-Con. Yeah, maybe. It's a lot of work. Maybe we can do it right here at this beautiful office. Yeah, we'll water cool the GPUs. I mean, they just draw so much power now, too. Common needs AI day. I mean, Comic-Con was AI day. Go watch all the Comic-Con presentations. We explained everything we're doing. The truth is, I don't even do that much here anymore. Oh, yeah, check out our Unify. I don't really do that much here anymore. It's already all figured out, The whole plan's figured out. We just gotta, slowly move forward and fix all the bugs. And then one day we're gonna be like, oh my God, we solved self-driving cars, right? Remember that time, it was go, right? It's slow and there's a lot of pieces to it. And you gotta make them all work and you gotta fix all the bugs. And then one day, we solved go. And it's gonna be like that for self-driving cars. Sounds like I'm the current supply chain head. I do play chess, but I'm only at 1200. I'm not that good. What is going on with comma points? Nothing. What's my main role? Head cheerleader. It's been that for a while. Yeah, we have one desk here and one desk over here to come work here and work on web. And yeah, I mean, like I said, the point of web is to allow us to really start to annotate our data. With the release of 09, so you guys know what 09 is going to have, right? First, we're going to push the software and boom, level 4 self-driving cars. I don't say level 4 anymore. That just has to do with liability. Bro, ask about common points again and get banned. All right. We got fanboys, man. Fanboy alert. It was a klaxon. God, do only fanboys watch this shit? Oh, there plans on collaborating with a car manufacturer. Oh my God. My plan is to solve AI, okay? First self-driving cars, then AI. First self-driving cars, then AI. A web tech stack, it's React. I think it's the kind of stuff I'm least familiar with. I mean, you can look, it's open source. You can check out Kibana and Explorer on our website. Do we use Scrum? I don't really know what that is. What, like some agile, something like that? No, we like, we have very small teams who work on each project. Yeah, I like this sweater. AI on what? I mean, look, I want to build a person, right? I want to build I want to stand next to a person. I know it's React. Yeah, I don't know specifically more than that. Is it TypeScript? I don't know. It's not that different. What will I do after self-driving and robots? What? There's nothing else. We're gonna solve AI. The AI person thing is whack. Why do you think that, bro? How about an AI dog? What if we start with an AI dog? Would you like an AI dog? I want to be God. Look, I want to solve AI, right? I mean, I wanted to solve AI since I was 15. And here we are. It takes a really long time to actually do anything, it turns out. But yeah, we're going to do it. Longevity in biotech, the thing about that is you just have the AI do it for you. Does the common model come with pre-trained features? What do you mean? All the weights are open source. You can use the weights. Common dynamics, yeah. No, I'm serious. All neural-based, on-device learning. I wrote some blog posts about this. No, that's not the difference between an AI dog and an AI person. The person has 100x the compute of a dog, 10x at least. Why do I need to sell my soul to VCs, man? Our rounds have been increasingly giving away less and less equity for more and more money. Look, the truth is, not that many people are actually doing things in the world. When we release, you've seen how good the Comma 3 is. Right? You've seen how good OpenPilot is. How many teams in the world are capable of building things that are that complex and making them work that well? Not that many. So yeah, I mean, there's a myth about that you need, someone once said this on Twitter. They're like, in order for Comma to succeed, you guys are going to need hyperscale. You guys are going to need tons of investment. This is a capital intensive business. It's not a capital intensive business. This is completely wrong. Was solving Go a capital intensive business? It wasn't, right? Solving self-driving cars is the same. The code, Carmack talks about this. The code for AGI is probably going to be 10,000 lines, right? In the realm of where an individual can write it even. Now, I think it's helpful to have testing and support from a team. But I don't think that team has to be very large. I promise you it's under the Dunbar number. So, yeah. No, I don't think you need some. I do not understand how these tech companies have thousands of people working there. You take a stupid SaaS tech company and over 1,000 people work there, and you're like, what do they do all day? I don't know, MAPO algorithm. What do I think the algorithm will be? It's probably not something we exactly have a name for now. It's going to be Soft Actor Critic version 9. I mean, these concepts are going to exist for a really long time. The idea of a dynamics model and a representation model and a policy model. Are we bottlenecked by hardware? No, not really. I mean, better hardware is always nicer, and you can pave over. The same thing was true in graphics and everything. With better hardware, you can pave over crappier software. The better the hardware is, the less efficiently you have to write things, the less close to the edge you are. So this will get easier over time as hardware gets better, but are we bottlenecked by hardware? I mean, not really. It's all just a slow and steady grind forward, right? You think about what was done on the old end-to-end longitudinals coming to the Comma 3. And yeah, I mean, you'll see. End-to-end longitudinal is going to be crazier than end-to-end lateral. You're not going to believe some of the things it does. And you know what? No one else is going to believe it either. Because, like, you can code a pretty competent lateral policy. You can't code a competent longitudinal policy. I mean, I was going to end this stream, but we keep getting more people. Like, can you tell your friends, come work here? Like, who thinks we're going to win? Who thinks we're going to win? Who thinks we're going to win AI? Thank you. Right? Yeah. I mean, let's start by solving self-driving cars, right? Was an example of something N10 longitudinal will do that's surprising. Well, like humans brake very differently for a stop car to red light and a stop car to green light, right? No, we're not releasing the 3D printer files for the Comma 2. Don't fold and you will eventually, right? Yeah, just slow and steady progress. Yeah, I mean, we'll pass Tesla at some point, I think. Yeah, Explorer and Cabana needs some new designs. I agree. You don't, but you have a chance. Well, thank you. I mean, there's a chance we won't win, of course. But hiring amazing talents like 10x harder than fundraising. People here are very smart. Hire Carpathy. Hey, if Carpathy wants a job, I'm not gonna shield him about that. But yeah, if it's interested. Will there be a toggle in 817 for N10 long? No, that toggle is coming in 09. That's the definition of 09. No, the device CPU will not be upgradable. Where are you from, bro? The 80s? The 90s? I think that's only the 90s. In the 80s, you couldn't upgrade the CPUs. There was just some weird era in the 90s and the early 2000s where you could upgrade like CPUs and RAM and stuff. There's no age cutoff. What do you mean? What do you think? Like I said, discrimination's stupid, man. I'm not discriminating on anything but skill. Would an always-on LCAS gather more data? No. In fact, the only data we train on is the data from human driving. I would probably only hire 2% of Zoox's employees. Can I make money from AlphaFold 2? No, why do I want to do that? It's just some cute, like this some supervised, like that's one of the more boring things. DeepMind did so much cool stuff, and then like AlphaFold's kind of like, oh, we did supervised learning on protein folding. I think that's one of the more mediocre things they did. Like, yes, you can make that work. No one doubts you can make that work. The question is like, okay, did it advance the state of the art in AI? I mean, look, NVIDIA, I like a low stock price NVIDIA. Low stock price NVIDIA, nice NVIDIA. High stock price NVIDIA, dick NVIDIA. Right? That's just the NVIDIA. You guys know I'm excited for the recession. Is it getting more easy for you to hire good people over time? No, it's been pretty constant. It's been the same. Do you have another chip maker? I've been quite upset with Qualcomm. These companies are impossible to work with. I think that there's going to be some good Chinese upstarts in 2 years. We're talking like RISC-V, NVDLA, Mali GPUs, some licensed GPU, maybe TensTorrent, maybe. I mean, come on, Jim, you gotta ship the chip, man. They gotta ship the chip. I'm happy to use TensTorrent. We're gonna need more neural network. Yeah, I think Qualcomm is making some bad choices. I think NVIDIA might even come around. Their new SOMs are much more reasonable than anything they previously shipped. If you guys saw the Orin Nano, it's $200. It's on the verge of shippable. In the same way, Stable Diffusion 1 Art. Photonic? Why do I need that? I kind of want to make a chip. Not for the Comma 4, but for the Comma 5, we'll make a chip. For the Comma 5, we'll make a RISC-V chip. The Comma 4 we're gonna have to buy from somebody. I hope some Chinese manufacturer, Rockchip, Allwinner, is like, we're going to make a serious chip. It's sadly, it's getting more expensive to buy the cutting edge wafers. OpenPilot and Autopilot are just different things. They're optimizing for different things. They're both very good at what they do. Yeah, you can, for people who've used both, you can read. There's tons of comparisons on the internet. I don't know. It's just boring to me. Like, I mean, the product's kind of cool. Like, the product's pretty cool, but like, the real cool things are the solution to AI. Did you miss a Comma 3 plan? Oh, after the Comma 3, we're going to be on the Comma 3 for 2 more years. We're going to be on the Comma 3 for 2 more years. It's not, there is zero motivation here to port to a different platform. Like, there's a lot of work to still do on like newer variants of the Comma 3 that have really just downcosted stuff. Where can you buy a Comma Body? At commabody.com. Should we ship the knee? Let's ship the knee. Comma 2.5. No, that's so boring, guys. Every time I think about these things, I'm like, oh, I'm bored. You make it, man. You make it. Open source. Just design your own hardware and make it. Oh, it's so easy, man. Just do it. Nah, like, here's my dream for Comma. In like 10 years, you go to the Comma store at the mall and you walk out with like a friend who comes home and cooks for you and cleans for you and loves you. Yeah, that's my dream. That's my long-term dream. Maybe we'll start with a dog. When can you buy a Comma Body? Right now on commabody.com. Go click buy. It's $9.99. Now, is it going to cook and clean for you? No, don't get your hopes up. Is it going to stand there and balance? Yes, if loaded appropriately with software and paired with a Comma 3. All right, this has gone on way too long. Yes, we're hiring for web. This desk and this desk. We're hiring for infrastructure. Yeah, absolutely. We're always hiring for infrastructure. Greg's very picky about who we hire for infrastructure. Really, really senior people ready to hit the ground running. So spend money on weird, scary robot. Yeah. Comma Body with an app store for all your household choice. Bro, it won't need an app store. You just teach it, On-device learning, man. EV trucks. No, we're pushing in EVs. We support the Bolt now. We support the EV6. I don't care about iPhone security anymore. The nation states do it. The nation states do it. I don't care. Solve AI. Yeah, that's interesting. It's kind of the only problem with solving, I mean, everyone who thinks about it really kind of says this. What else is really worth solving in the world? AI. Well, yeah, of course it'll love you. Everyone needs a friend, man. Be a therapist. It'll listen to your problems. Right? That's where we're going with these things. All right. Now that we've gotten to investment advice, thank you for watching the stream. We're hiring 2 people for web, a head of supply chain, an office manager. And look, if you can convince me, you can do something else here to add value. I'm interested. If you want to work for free, you actually want an education, and you got to pay for that. And we don't provide education. But if you want to come here, get a job, we pay you, you do work, you increase the value of the company, capitalism. All right, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.